Okay, once we know how to find equivalent fractions, we can use those to find common denominators between two fractions, or when we're dealing with two or more fractions. So let's go ahead and start by looking at an example. If I have 8/10 and 12/15, and I want to know if they're equivalent, the first thing that I need to do is find a common denominator. Okay? So, a common denominator, we find a common denominator by finding a common multiple. So let's think about a common multiple that both 10 and 15 have. So we can do this two ways. We can list the multiples, 10, 20, 30, or, let's see, 15, 30, 45. If we had large numbers, then we could use our Venn diagram. But because these are simple numbers, I'm going to list them to save time. So we can see that a common multiple is 30. So I'm going to take these two fractions and I'm going to make equivalent fractions with a denominator of 30. So let's think for just a second. Let me write this down. 12/15. Okay, what am I going to have to multiply 10 by to get to 30? Well, that's kind of an easy one. We know that we need to multiply 10 by 3 to get 30. So because I can't change the value of my fraction, I have to multiply the numerator by the same number. And 8 times 3 is 24. Okay? Now we're going to do the exact same thing for 12/15. So 15 times what is 30? 15 times 2. And so I'm going to multiply 12 times 2, and I get 24 over 30. And so these fractions are equivalent because when I set a common denominator, I end up with the exact same amount.